Hi, as Harriet said, my name is Sue. I'm here on behalf of a much larger team, and my role is as a vet and an epidemiologist within that team. As a vet, I learned to make decisions based on imperfect, incomplete data and knowledge of disease patterns. As an epidemiologist, I was taught to define the question, design my data collection, manage and analyze my data appropriately, and interpret it carefully, considering and being critical of anything that might influence the observed patterns. And I was taught never, ever to go data mining. But times change, as does technological capacity, as we've seen today. So, recently, or not so recently, the end of last year, the UK Surveillance Forum published its approach to animal health surveillance. And they identified the need for a surveillance system that has sufficient activity, capacity, capability, and expertise to contribute to its aims, and stated that such a system must exploit all sources of information to do so. So maybe we don't always need more data. Maybe we need to see if we can do more with the data that we already have. And that's what we were trying to address as EPIC researchers in partnership with those who collect and collate zoonosis-associated data in Scotland. And we use Cryptosporidium as our exemplar. Now, there are two data sources of confirmed cases: sick humans, held by Health Protection Scotland, and those from sick animals, held by SRUC Veterinary Services. They report to their own stakeholders, and they collect their data in their own ways for their own purposes. And on a monthly basis, an agreed list of confirmed animal cases is sent to Health Protection Scotland. There is some joint discussion, and there are occasional joint reports back to stakeholders. And the question was, could we, as a third party, EPIC researchers, act as knowledge brokers to see if we could add value to these data sets and improve the use of existing surveillance data? This was an iterative process. We had joint discussions with each party and eventually with all the parties together. And each discussion was then followed by a bit of analysis, a critical appraisal of what came out of those analyses by all the parties involved, and reflection on those, and then another discussion and a bit more analysis, etc. We brought together the different perspectives, and we used the combined skills, expertise, and knowledge of all three parties. And I think at the end of the day, we all agreed that the sum was greater than the parts. Within the limits of the data availability and confidentiality issues, we built a collaborative working relationship. We increased understanding of the potential and the limitations of each other's data. We confirmed some old truths, and we also, the analyses and the discussions led to new insights. And probably next time around we'd be a bit faster, having built those working relationships and the ways of working. But it did require time and space in order to do this, because the data holders all have their own day jobs. If you want to know more about the detail of what we found and how we did it, then we do have the poster outside, and please come and talk to myself or one of the team. There's members here from both HPS and from SRUC Veterinary Services who were involved in this. Franz, I saw him somewhere. He's over there. Gillian and Alison are here, and Giudese and Harriet as well. Thank you.